Hi guys, Chris again, calling and talking about our TBIs, traumatic brain injuries, concussions, post-concussion syndrome. I just kind of wanted to let everybody know that I am not by any means giving any medical advice. I'm not telling you anything that I wouldn't tell myself or someone that I love. This is just me kind of getting to be able to process things on my own. Maybe I will have people watching this. Maybe I won't. Maybe it's just going to be for me so that I can look back on it and remember and see, hopefully later on, I will be better. We're at year 2, well over a year and a half. And so I'm just going to go ahead and call it 2 years. Let me say, I finished my last physical therapy today. I had originally started physical therapy in the fall of 22, which was when my accident was, and then did that until the spring of 2023. I was doing really well, or what I thought was really well. I was back to driving myself. Things were not as bad. I was still not able to work full time. I was working part time. So I went from working 12 to 9, which I did a at-home job. I worked in the medical field. And then after my accident, I went down to hours 5 to 9 working nights. And currently I am not working at all because it was really hard for me to be able to hold a job, be able to manage my stress, as well as be able to not have everyday headaches, along with my mini doctor appointments a week that I was going to, along with physical therapy, occupational therapy. There was just so many that I had to do, and it's probably aged me a little bit. I am 42. I'm pretty sure I've said that before. And I feel honestly like I'm 60 years old at this point. Maybe 60, maybe 70. I don't know. I laugh. We kind of laugh all the time saying that, I am 40 years old, but yet my mind is at 60, 70, where I can't remember everything, but it's okay because, you're at that age where, maybe you won't remember everything. Now, I used to have the best mind. I used to have the best memory. I was able to rattle off things that I have known for years and not even miss a beat about it. I worked in medical for the last, let's say probably 17, 18 years. And my brain just does not hold any new information. I can come up with old information that I haven't used in years, but any new information is kind of what we laugh about in our house is the 4-in-1. You have to basically tell me 4 times before it will even start to sink in. And my life right now is one of those where it's living in moments. It's remembering blips and pieces from the day before or the week before, but you're not going to remember that whole day. And that to me is probably the most frustrating, because I would be able to tell you minute by minute, hour by hour, what I was doing. And I can't do that anymore. It's a frustrating thing. It's frustrating to not remember people's names. It's frustrating to know those people. It's kind of like when you see a person and you know them, but they're not in the right setting, so it's out of context. You can't place them because they're somewhere else. Well, sometimes I run across people and I can't come up with a name. I know them. I know that I know them. And you can see that they know that you know them, but they don't know what to say. They don't know what you're going through. They can hear things that maybe people have said, but there's probably only one person in this world that knows how I feel, what I'm going through. Not truly 100% understand, but has seen it all. And that's my husband. We've been married for 19 years, and unfortunately the last 2 are kind of a blur because I don't remember a lot of them. But I do know that he's been by my side. I do know that he's taken me to multiple doctor appointments, almost all of them, whether it's been for vision, whether it's been for a primary doctor, whether it's been for my neurologist, for my physical and occupational therapy, and for, let's see, what else for a hand surgeon, because about a week or so after I had had my concussion and was starting to see physical therapy, I guess I had just gotten reviewed by physical therapy and occupational therapy and vision therapy. And the physical therapist that had seen me said, "Oh, you're, 1 point away from a fall risk." And I laughed about it because at that point, I think I was 40, maybe 41. However old I was. And I laughed about it because I said, "Oh, my grandma's a fall risk." Well, the very next day, I want to say it was within from him saying I was a fall risk, to 1 point away from a fall risk. And then I was taking my new dog outside, and I had put her off of the porch. So we have a porch outside, and then you go down some steps, and then there's a platform, and then you go down 4 other steps. From me turning, when I turned, I got dizzy because turning my neck from side to side would make me dizzy. And it was almost like a pinched nerve. And when I turned, it made me so dizzy that I lost all balance. I completely blacked out, and the dog jumped out of my arms, and I just went straight down. And when I went straight down, I put my, you put your arms out. Well, I put my arm out, and I broke my arm. I broke my hand and wrist. I knew right then and there, because of how much it hurt, that I had broken it. But my husband wasn't awake yet. And so I let the dog go to the bathroom, and we went back inside, and I knew that my hand was broken. But he had already been through so much with me with all of this, that I went and I laid back in bed, and I waited for him to wake up so that I didn't wake him up, so that when he woke up, I told him what had happened. I said, I let the dog out. I lost my balance. I got really dizzy, and I passed out. and I was on the stair, and I braced my hand out to catch myself, and I was like, I'm pretty sure my hand is broken. I was like, we need to go to urgent care. We need to go to the hospital, whatever it was. We ended up going to urgent care, took some x-rays, and they're like, yeah, your hand is broken. Your wrist is broken. So they put me in a bandage, or they put me in like a little hand mobilizer thing, and went over to the ortho doctor a few days later when they could get me in, and took x-rays, and then they're like, okay, well, you have to have a cast. So I ended up having a cast. So I had ortho appointments that I had to do, that 1 point away from fall risk became a you are a full risk. So when I went back to physical therapy the following week, I was kind of embarrassed to show him my hand. And I said, well, that, about to be fall risk actually became a fall risk. I fell and lost my balance, and, fell down the stairs and broke my hand. And he laughed, of course. And I've gotten to the point where you have to laugh, because if you don't laugh with all of this, you're going to cry. You're going to break down. You're going to be an emotional wreck. And I think that that's something that I have learned. You just kind of have to roll with the punches at this point. If you have a good day, that's great. But there's always another day that's going to come, and hopefully that day is going to be better than the day before. But sorry, I had my computer on so I could see where I'm at on talking. Have those good days, have those bad days, but there's still days that you have with your family. There's still days that you're going to remember little clips and little blips. Hopefully you have a better memory than I do, but if you don't, it's okay. Enjoy those days that you have that are really good. Enjoy those blips that you can remember, and you get so excited because you're like, oh my gosh, I remember. Don't sweat about it. Those that love you, those that are there for you, they're just going to laugh about it. You're going to laugh about it because it is what it is. And I don't know how many times that I've used the it is what it is. It'll be what it is. Let's see, what's another one? Oh, another good one that I like is, it's not you, it's me. No, really, I'm not telling you a joke. It's me, it's not you. I use that all the time because I don't want someone to think that they did something or that I wasn't listening to them. I explain myself that I'm sorry, I've had a TBI. I don't have a good memory. If I want to remember something, my husband needs to come with me so that he's there and can be that second set of ears. I also write a lot of things down. I use my phone to record doctor visits if he's not there. If someone else goes with me, I have them writing stuff down so that my husband can know about it. I've had one of my kids take me, and she sees how frustrating it is also. But if people don't spend that time with you, they're not going to know. And if you don't talk about it and let them know, hey, this is what I'm feeling. Hey, this is what's going on. This is what I'm thinking about. I want you to know. Do it and tell them. But this is me. This is live. This is life. I can't tell you how often I'm going to be updating this, but I'm going to update it as much as I can, and as much as when it comes to me and I feel like I need to talk on this and just kind of maybe vent or say different things, because I don't remember a lot of things, and I may not remember half of this conversation or half of what I've said, but I know that it's things that I need to get off of my chest and share with others. So be patient, be kind, and I will see you on the next video, and we'll kind of talk about different things again, but I may start rambling about other things, so you just never know. But like, subscribe, and show each other some love. Thanks. Bye.